welcome to the RIU Chiclana Hotel in Seville, and this is going to be a hotel review. This is actually my third time visiting this hotel because it's just absolutely stunning, so let me give you a full tour. This is what it looks like as you first walk into the hotel. This is the main hotel reception where you check in and book excursions. There's also a bar in this main reception that I'm pretty sure is open 24 hours. So if you ever need a drink in the night, this is the place to go. Let me tell you, this hotel is absolutely massive, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if when you come here, you don't even get to visit and walk around the whole entire place. First, let's start off with a room review because every single time I've been here, I have just loved the rooms. You can see the rooms at this hotel are super spacious. Each room comes with a sofa bed, so if you ever need to sleep an extra person or you want to kick your partner off the bed, then there's always a sofa bed there. There's also loads of space in the wardrobes. You can fit literally all of the clothes you could possibly imagine. And there's also a safe, so if you want to put your valuables in there, you can do that as well. Pretty sure that in every single room at this hotel, you either get a balcony or a terrace, and the view is always absolutely stunning. And remember, you also do get a mini fridge in your room as well, which always keeps your drinks nice and cold. You can see the views are just absolutely beautiful, and I would definitely say that this is a very aesthetic hotel. I'm just going to do a little walk around of the hotel so you guys can get a feel of what it's like. Pretty sure that at this hotel there is at least 4 or 5 pools, and there's also an adults only pool and a kids pool as well. Every week on a Friday they either have a neon party or a white party, and as you can see, this is the little setup for the neon party, and let me tell you, it is so much fun. They also have a bunch of extra tables laid out everywhere, so then if you want to be standing up and dancing and having drinks at the same time, then of course you can. And there's also little stages where dancers do their little dances and stuff like that as well. Let me tell you that the entertainment and the parties at this hotel are so much fun, and when the entertainment is on, you always have to watch it because it is literally so entertaining. As you can see, there is also a humongous map, so if you ever need to find your room or a restaurant or a specific pool, then just go to this map. It's pretty much smack bang in the middle of the hotel, and it shows you everything very easily. There are so many different things at this hotel for you to do that you'll literally never be bored, and there are drink stations pretty much everywhere, so you never have to walk longer than 30 seconds to get a drink. Every time we've stayed at this hotel, we have stayed in the buildings on the left side of the hotel, so I feel like that is more the couple's side and the right side's more for families. This bit here I'm just showing you is more of like the restaurants. As you can see, there's 2 or 3 restaurants there, and you've also got all of the pools and stuff like that on the left. Everywhere you walk in this hotel is just so aesthetic, so beautiful, and the views are just insane. It's probably one of my favourite hotels for the view. Food options at this hotel are also really, really good as well. As you can see, you've got all of your cheeses and your fruits and your desserts and all of that stuff. If you're someone that is a fussy eater, they will literally have so many different things that you'll love. They've got all of the chips, pizzas, meat, steak, pork chops, everything like that, even garlic bread, as you can see here. You're someone that likes to eat meat or seafood, or you're vegetarian, they will have so many different options. They've even got pastas and stuff like that as well. Of course, they do also serve some traditional Spanish cuisines and foods and stuff like that. But to be honest, I didn't venture out too much. I did stick to the stuff that I know. They have so many different options that you're never going to be left hungry. This is probably one of my favourite hotels for the food, especially when it comes to the meat, like beef and pork chops and veal and chicken. Honestly, they are all cooked to perfection. Of course, for breakfast, you've got your cereal, your toast, your yogurts, your salad, your fruit and everything like that. And of course, a full English breakfast. I'm just walking down towards the pool that we stayed at the most. This one's probably the most quiet pool, as you can see on the left. It was probably our favourite one because when you sit there, you don't have loads of screaming people. But just look at the view of this hotel. Like, you can't even see much of the view around the hotel, which is beautiful, but the actual hotel itself is so stunning. And as you can see right here, this was my favourite spot to sit on the grass because I like being away from everyone. I would definitely say the best time to visit this hotel is between May and September because that's when it's at its hottest. Some of the days it might be a little bit shaded, but honestly, every time I've been there, it's been super hot. One thing I can tell you for certain is that you're definitely going to get your steps in at this hotel. So if you do have a step counter like an Apple Watch or a Fitbit or something like that, make sure you bring it with you because you will actually be surprised at the amount of steps you will do in one day at this hotel. Here's what the view looks like from one of the main restaurants. Literally every restaurant that I tried at this hotel was just absolutely stunning. I love the fact that in this restaurant, you was also pretty much seated outside. It was like the main restaurant I went to for anything that was like lunch related, dinner related, snack related. I would always go here. This is what the seating situation looks like. You've got the outdoor seating and you've also got the indoor seating. You can sit wherever you like. And this is just some of the food that they serve inside. Again, you've got all your fruits, your cheeses, your desserts, everything like that. Literally, they have everything that you could possibly think of. And I love that they had chopped up fruits and also fruits that you can just pick up and take with you so you can snack on it throughout the day. Other thing is that the restaurant staff are absolutely lovely, and literally as soon as you sit down, they will make sure that you have water and they'll ask what drinks you want and just make sure that you are 100% happy. And as you can see here, there is so many different options for food. It is actually insane. Like I said before, I did stick to the more like picky eater sort of stuff, like pizzas and pastas and stuff like that. But if you are someone that is a bit more adventurous, there is so many different foods here that you've probably never heard of, but you would absolutely love to try. I'm pretty sure that at this hotel, you've got a main restaurant, an Italian, an Asian restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, a steakhouse. You've got so many different options that you are literally never going to go hungry. And most nights they did have a special roasted meat, as you could see there, and it was absolutely stunning. One thing I can say is if you come here, the food will not disappoint. They've also got this adorable gift shop which has like drinks and snacks and all of the sort of gifts and stuff like that that you could think of. Then they've also got this little arcade, which again has everything you can think of. We spent a lot of time in here, especially in the evenings, just messing around, playing games and having fun. I'd definitely say that the air hockey and the punch machine were probably our two favourite things. And they even have a money changer in there. So if you only have notes, you can change it up into coins. Of course, who doesn't love playing a little game of pool, especially after a few drinks? I know that I do. So they've got 2 pool tables there for you to use. And on the right, as you're leaving, you also have a gym as well, which has treadmills, weights and all of that sort of stuff. So if you want to get a little workout in, of course, this is the place that you need to go. Surprisingly, we did actually use the gym quite frequently just when we got bored and we didn't really have anything else to do. Just look at this view of the hotel at night time. The pools are always lit up from the underneath, so they look literally so blue and so beautiful. We would always grab a drink or two and just go down and sit by the pool because it was just such gorgeous scenery. Of course, I didn't really record much of the pools during the day because I didn't want to get loads of people in the video that obviously don't even know I'm recording, and children and all of that sort of stuff, especially as people are in their swimwear. So I did prefer to only really record the pools at night time when I knew that nobody was going to be there. One thing you have to do when you come here is just take a nice little walk at night time. I'm telling you, it is so soothing and it literally gets you ready for bed. Like you walk around, you're seeing all of this gorgeous scenery and then you just go lay down, get in bed and you're just ready for the next day and you're raring and ready to go. One thing I would say is that I slept really well at this hotel. There was never anyone really screaming or making loads of noise. So it was really nice in the evenings to just go back, go to sleep, knowing that you're going to get a really good night's sleep. As you can see, there is so many different pools and the whole entire hotel is lit up at night time. And there's just so many drink stations everywhere. Like they are literally everywhere. This is the main stage where they do the entertainment. As you can see, it was evening on the party. They also have a bar in here as well, so you don't have to go too far for a drink. They have entertainment every single night, and literally every single night is different. But I would say if it's not 2 weeks, then the night shows love the fact that they did a party every week because it just made it feel really special, and not many hotels that I've been to do that. As you can see, the parties, they made the whole place match the parties. Everything was neon, everything was glowing, everyone was wearing neon, and it's just such a good vibe. So they play all different kinds of music, like Spanish music, English music, Turkish music. They play all different kinds of songs. So it doesn't matter where you're from or what music you like listening to, they're definitely going to play something that you can get your groove onto. One thing I would say as well is that every night that there was a party, there was 2 parties going over there, the neon and the white party. Every single person had a smile on their face. Every single person, pretty much other than me, was dancing and singing and just having the best time ever. If you are someone that loves evening entertainment, parties and stuff like that, this would literally be the perfect hotel for you. And it is also super kid friendly because they even do kids shows just before the adult shows come on. But even the adult shows are still kid friendly, but obviously because it's later at night, it is mainly aimed at the adults. Here is just some of the normal evening entertainment that they did when they were doing parties. There was literally different shows every single night, and some of them were absolutely hilarious. Every single night we was literally excited to go and see what the entertainment was going to be for the evening. This hotel was actually really close to the beach. So if you leave the gate at the end of the hotel, it will take you to the beach. But if you turn left and walk down, it will take you to this little cat shelter. I actually met a kitten in this cat shelter whilst we was on this holiday, and we actually did end up paying to bring him home with us because we couldn't leave him there. He was just so cute. He's now living with us and he's nearly 1 year old and he's loving the UK. But this is the beach. As you can see, the beach is just absolutely stunning. It's got this gorgeous walkway so you can go for a nice walk. There is also a bunch of beach clubs, restaurants and bars that are all along the beach. So if you ever need a drink or something to eat, just walk along the beach and you will find somewhere. Another thing you have to do is watch the sunset, because the sunset every single night here was just absolutely beautiful, and literally everyone runs to the beach at sunset time to go and watch it. I had to rate this hotel out of 10. I would definitely say it's like a 9 or a 9.5. It was absolutely stunning and I've loved it every single time I've stayed here. Again, I would say that this hotel is very child friendly. It's also quite affordable. We went for 11 nights for £900. Whether you're someone that has kids or you're just a couple wanting to go on holiday, this is literally the perfect place. If you want to ask me any other questions about this hotel, just pop them down below.